Good afternoon, Year 2. Hope you had a lovely half term. Welcome back to our first lesson after half term. We're going to be thinking over the next few weeks about our bodies and how we can make music using our bodies. Now, we're going to start today with our hands. Now, I'm sure you can all wave your hands at me, wiggle your fingers. We're going to sing a song, and I know you know this song. So I want you to join in if you possibly can. I know it's hard if you're at school trying to join in on the computer, but see if you can join in with me, and you can certainly join in at home. Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Well, I hope you're all happy. I hope you all join in with clapping your hands then, because clapping our hands is the most obvious sound we can make with our hands, isn't it? We clap our hands when we want to show someone that they've done really well. We clap our hands when we're excited. We clap our hands when it's someone's birthday. And we just clap along to music quite happily. So I want you to think today of all the other noises you can make with your hands. Perhaps you'd like to have a little experiment for a few seconds just to make some sounds with your hands and see what you can come up with. Okay, I hope you've all made some noises. I expect your parents are looking at you going, why are you sitting looking at your computer making clapping sounds with your hands? So we can clap a quiet clap with just 2 fingers or even 1 finger. It's not very noisy, is it? Try and do it with me. Gradually get louder the more fingers we use, and then the more we use our whole hands, we get louder, so we can start really quiet. Can make a bit of a storm. If we were all together, we could do this all together and make an amazing sound. So get really loud, and then we'll gradually get quieter using less and less fingers. Okay, well done if you just did that with me. I wonder if you can click your fingers. Now, I use my 4th finger to click, but many people use their 2nd finger, the 3rd finger. I find that quite hard. Something you might need to just practice doing, because we make a clicking sound, don't we? So we've got a clapping or a tapping sound. We've got a clicking sound. And if you rub your hands together, can you hear that sound? It's quite quiet, isn't it? It's a good way of warming your hands. I've just been outside. It's quite cold today. I wonder how you describe that sound. Kind of a rubbing sound, isn't it? We've got lots of different sounds we can make with our hands. There's our rubbing sound. Now, at the ends of our fingers, we've got our nails. We make a very different sound on our nails. So that's definitely a tapping sound, isn't it? It's quite a hard sound, but very, very quiet. I wonder if you can think of some other things that you can do with your hands. You can make a squidging sound like this. If your hands are slightly damp, if you just wash them, they're a bit wet, it makes a lovely sort of squelchy sound. If you tap the back of your hand, you get a different sound than if you tap the front. So our hands are amazing musical instruments. What I want you to do this week is, when you hear music, whether it's on the radio or whether you play a YouTube clip or whatever music you hear, I want you to clap along with your hands, because that would be really good fun, just to join in and clap with our hands. Going 4s, 4 ups. In fact, let's do that now. You can follow me. I'm going to count to 4, and we'll all join in, and you can all do the same things together. Are we ready? After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap. One more go. Who needs musical instruments when we've got these amazing instruments that we can make sounds with? What I would like you to do, I'd like you to get a piece of paper, And I would like you to draw around your hands. You can just do one hand if you like, or if you've got a big enough piece of paper, you can do two hands. And then I want you to write all around the edge some of the sounds you can make with your hands. We've talked about clicking, talked about rubbing, talked about tapping, squelching. That's a big word, isn't it? Squelching. I'll type some of these up on your notes for you, and you can see how to spell them. And you can make me a lovely picture of your hands. Don't forget to do your nails. You might want to colour your nails in, make them really pretty colours. And then round the edge, I want you to write all those sounds that you can make with your hands. And I want you to practice during the week and see how many sounds you can make. Perhaps you can make a little orchestra around the table with your family. Get them to do some clapping while you do some squelching or some clicking or some snapping or clicking, if you like to call it clicking or snapping. You can even just do that sound, actually. That makes quite a nice sound as well. So see what you can use. Don't use anything else. I don't want any tables or anything being tapped on. I just want you to use your hands this week and see how many different sounds you can make. And when we're all together again, we can all put those sounds together and it will be absolutely lovely. So I look forward to seeing your drawings coming in of your hands. Be careful how you draw around your hands. You might have to get somebody to help you if it's a little bit difficult, but I look forward to seeing some pictures of your lovely hand sounds that you can make. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week.